everyone, especially to our instructor, Mr. Rafael Pechay, sir. I am Mary Grace F. Pacani from Bachelor of Elementary Education 2D. And now I am going to report our topic, which is entitled The Long War Against Cancer. When we say cancer, what comes to our mind? So here is the definition of the cancer. What is cancer? Cancer is a term for disease in which abnormal cells divide without control and can invade nearby tissues. Cancer cells can also spread to other parts of the body through the blood and lymph systems. In addition, cancer develops when the body's normal control mechanism stops working. All cells do not die, and instead out of control, forming new abnormal cells. These extra cells may form mass of tissue called tumor. Cancer cells develop because of multiple changes in their genes. These changes can have many possible causes: lifestyle habits, genes you get from your parents, and being exposed to cancer-causing agents in the environment can all play a role. Many times, there is no obvious cause. And now, to be able to see what is the cancers look like, here are some sample photo of cancer. We have here the lung cancer, the breast cancer, and the skin cancer. It's shown in the photo the affected area and the growth of abnormal cells. In lung cancer, usually has no symptoms in its early stage. When signs of disease start to appear, they can include chronic hacking, raspy, coughing, sometimes with mucus that has blood in it, changes in the cough that you've had for a long time. This is usually came from smoking of cigarettes that have carcinogens. The next one is the breast cancer. Breast cancer, the lump or thickening that feels different from surroundings tissue. It changes in the size, shape, or appearance of breast. It also changes to the skin over the breast, such as dimpling. It has also a newly inverted nipple, redness over your breast, like the skin of an orange. Doctors estimate that about 5 to 10% of breast cancers are linked to gene mutations passed through generations of family. The next photo is the skin cancer. It shows the large brownish spot with darker speckles, or sometimes a mole that changes in color, size, or feel, or that bleeds. It is also a small lesion that appear red, pink, white-blue, or blue-black. Painful lesions that itches or burns. It is usually came from overexposing from the sun. And now we will proceed on the stages of cancer. We'll proceed on the stages of cancer. We have here 4 stages of cancer. The stage 1 or the early stage, the stage 2, the localized, the stage 3, regional spread, or the stage 4, the distant spread. The stage 1, in this stage, the cancer is small and only in one area. In the stage 2, or we call it localized, and then the stage 3, which is the regional spread, it means the cancer is larger and has grown into nearby tissues or lymph nodes. The stage 4, or the distant spread, means the cancer has spread to other parts of your body. According to the definition of the cancer, it is something scary, dangerous, and difficult to treat it. And now let us discuss on how the experts, governments, and doctors find a way to fight this kind of disease. Next slide, the war on cancer. The war on cancer is the effort to find the cure for cancer by increased research to improve the understanding of cancer biology and the development of effective cancer treatments, such as targeted drug therapies. The aim of such effort is to eradicate cancer as a major cause of death. We will proceed now on the declaring war against cancer. The signing of the National Cancer Act of 1971 by the U.S. President Richard Nixon is viewed as the beginning of the war on cancer. President Richard Nixon signs the National Cancer Act December 23, 1971, launching a $1.6 billion federal crusade to conquer cancer. When President Nixon declared war on cancer, the treatments and researches discovered. Here are some of it. First, the use of chemotherapy. What is chemotherapy? Chemotherapy are used to destroy cancer cells. It is usually works by keeping the cancer from growing, dividing, and making more cells. Immunotherapies and genetic treatments. Trying to boost the immune system. And genetic therapy, genes in certain white blood are changed or reprogrammed so they can find and fight cancer cells in the body. Each person's treatment is made using their own cells. New drugs like checkpoint inhibitors. Checkpoint inhibitors are type of immunotherapy. They are a treatment for cancers such as melanoma, skin cancer, and lung cancer. These cancer block checkpoint proteins. Example, the CTLA-4 inhibitors, the PD-1 inhibitors, and the PD-L1 inhibitors. And then, less invasive surgical techniques and advanced radiotherapies. The radiotherapies is a cancer treatment that uses high doses of radiation to kill cancer and shrink tumors. Screening blood tests like the prostate, specific antigen, and imaging studies including MRI, CT, and PET scans have evolved to the point where we can identify many cancers while they are still curable. The CT or computed therapy scans use X-rays. The MRI or the magnetic resonance imaging use magnets and radio waves. And then the PET scans use a radioactive tracer to show how an organ is functioning in real time. Despite of the treatments, studies, and researches, the war on cancer has not been won. The number of cancers are still increasing. And it really shows in my chart here the number of cancer deaths worldwide in 2020 by major type of cancer. As we can see, the number one type of cancer is the lung cancer, with the amount of more than 1 million death cases. Second is the colorectal. Third is the liver, stomach, breast, and so on. Here are some facts of this study. The US, the UK, France, and Canada, these countries have innovative detection techniques and treatments in cancer, but underdeveloped country, the story is different. Lung, liver, stomach, and bowel are the most causes of cancer worldwide, accounting for more than 4 in 10 of all cancer deaths. According to WHO or the World Health Organization, 70% of deaths from cancers occur in low and middle-income countries. It is because these rich countries lack well-balanced diets, have high smoking rates, and require proper screening and up-to-date treatments. The learning of this lesson, the solution is a push for greater consistency worldwide in terms of cancer prevention, diagnosis, and effective treatment. We need much more HPV vaccine usage around the world. We need to rely on the free market, working with governments to provide state-of-the-art of screening as well as potential cures. Here are some tips to be considered to prevent cancers. The cancer prevention tips. Don't use tobacco. Using any type of tobacco puts you on a collision course with cancer. Eat a healthy diet. Maintain a healthy weight and be physically active. Protect yourself from the sun. Get vaccinated. Avoid risky behaviors. Get regular and medical care. This is my conclusion. An important aspect to the war on cancer is improving public access to educational and supportive resources to provide individuals with the latest information about cancer prevention and treatment, as well as access to support communities. Resources have been created by governmental and other organizational to provide support for cancer patients, their families, and caregivers, to help them share information and find advice to guide decision making. That is all. Thank you.